Alright, so today I'm going to show you Pokemon on Android. You can get the Game Boy emulator, you can get a Game Boy Advance and a normal Game Boy emulator off the Android market. Then all you have to do is put the ROM on it and you're good to go. So as you can see, you have the D-pad in the bottom left hand corner, and you have the start and select button in the middle. Then next to them in the bottom right hand corner is the A and B button, and then at the top on the left hand side and the right hand side you have L and R for left and right. So the touch screen on it is really good. Sometimes I don't know if it's just my phone or whether I've got sweaty hands, but the touch screen on it is really good, and sometimes it doesn't do exactly what you want it to, but it works, and that's all that really matters. So I'll show you some battling, some fighting. I'm not very good at Pokemon either, so don't be like, oh, why is he not doing that? So shut up, I'm not very good. Thunder Wave! So I tried to paralyze him, but it didn't work, as you'll see. So it's really good because you don't have to carry your Game Boy or whatever along with you, because let's face it, I've always got my phone on me, so I can just whip it out and have a little go of Pokemon. You can play any of them up until the Nintendo. You can't play any of the Nintendo DS ones. You can play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance ones, which is what I'm playing here. I'm playing Emerald, I think, and then I'm going to show you Red, Pokemon Fire Red, not original Red, Fire Red, eventually, once I've shown you a bit more of the fighting. I'm playing this on a Sony Ericsson Xperia X8. You probably can get it for your phone as long as it is Android. So just go into the Android market and search for the Game Boy Advanced emulator or Game Boy emulator, whatever. Some games don't really work for it though, because say like Mario, you need to press two buttons at once. The Sony X8, Ericsson X8, Xperia X8, whatever you want to call it, doesn't have a multi-touch function. What the fuck am I on about? A multi-touch function. So that's why I chose Pokemon to play on the Game Boy, because you really don't need to press two buttons at once. I mean, two buttons at the same time, yeah. So I'll show you a bit more gameplay. There you can see it's a bit messing up. Sometimes it just carries on walking even though you're not pressing it. It's heat sensitive, I think, so you don't need to actually touch it. But there's my Pokemon. I have a Wingull of level 19 and a Grovel at level Grovel or whatever you want to call it at level 20. So there's the interface for the emulator. You just load up a game, and here is Pokemon Fire Red Game Freak. So I'll load this up and show you what it's like. It doesn't drain your battery that much, but it's pretty heavy on the power side of things. But you can turn the volume off, and if you really want to play that bad, then turn the brightness down on your phone, obviously, on your phone. But if you're like me and you play it when you're standing at the bus stop, or you're just bored at the train station and you whip it out and have a quick go, then it'll last forever. so we'll skip through this. So you can play, you've got a range of games, and play any Game Boy, any Game Boy Advance. But if you've not got a multi-touch function like my phone doesn't have, then you're pretty much stuck with RPGs like this. GGGG. My name is GGGG. So that's why I chose Pokemon, because it doesn't require a multi-touch function. Can't even say that. His name is Green. That's right, Green. GGGG, your own adventure. Go, go, go. So, if you like me and you like classic games, then go and have a bash at these on your phone while you're waiting at the bus stop. I remember the very first Pokemon game I got Pokemon Red, not Fire Red. Fire Red's all this new shit. I got Pokemon Red on my Game Boy Pocket. I had a little yellow Game Boy Pocket, and I was only allowed a colour Game Boy because my brother was getting a phone, so my mum and dad were like, alright, go on then, you can have a colour Game Boy. I didn't want no phone. What do I need a phone for? All I want is a Game Boy. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.